3, 2, 1, para. Today, India is saving the lives of citizens of many countries by sending COVID vaccines and helping set up vaccination infrastructure there. It will be comforting for everybody at WEF to hear that right now there are only 2 made in India corona vaccines, but in the coming days many more vaccines will come. These vaccines will help us support other countries at greater scale and speed. Para. With this picture of India's success and potential, I am also assuring the world's economy that the conditions on the economic front will now change rapidly. India had maintained economic activity by launching projects worth billions of rupees and by running special employment schemes, even during Corona. Our priority then was to save each and every life. Now, each and every person of India is committed to the progress of the country. Para. Now, India is moving ahead with the resolve to become self-reliant. This aspiration for India's self-reliance will renew globalism. And I am also convinced that this campaign will get a great help from country. There is also the reason behind this and the basis of this faith. Para. Experts point out that Industry 4.0 has 4 main factors: connectivity, automation, artificial intelligence or machine learning, and real-time data. Today, India is one of the countries in the world where the cheapest data is available, where mobile connectivity and smartphones are also available in remote areas. The expert pool of India's automation design is also huge, and most of the global companies have engineering centers in India. India's software engineers have been showcasing their potential to the world for years in artificial intelligence and machine learning. Para. The way digital infrastructure has grown in India in the last 6 years is also a study material for experts in the World Economic Forum. This infrastructure has made digital solutions part of the day-to-day life of the people of India. Today, more than 1.3 billion people in India have a universal ID Aadhaar card. People have bank accounts and the universal IDs are connected to their phones. In the month of December itself, India did a transaction of 4 trillion rupees through UPI. Those from the banking sector here know how the developed countries in the world are trying to replicate the UPI system developed by India. Para. We have also seen that during the corona crisis, many countries were worried about how to provide direct financial assistance to their citizens. You will be surprised to know that India has transferred more than 1.8 trillion rupees directly to bank accounts of more than 760 million people during this period. This is an example of the strength of India's strong digital infrastructure. Our digital infrastructure has also made the public service delivery efficient and transparent as well. India is now launching a campaign to provide unique health ID to its 1.3 billion citizens for every access to healthcare. I also assure everyone today at this prestigious forum that every success of India will help in the success of the whole world. Para. It is also to be borne in mind that in cases of alleged abatement of suicide, there must be proof of direct or indirect acts of incitement to the commission of suicide. Merely on the allegation of harassment, without there being any positive action proximate to the time of occurrence on the part of the accused, which led or compelled the person to commit suicide, conviction in terms of Section 306 IPC is not sustainable. Para. In order to bring a case within the purview of Section 306 IPC, there must be a case of suicide, and in the commission of the said offence, the person who is said to have abated the commission of suicide must have played an active role by an act of instigation or by doing certain act to facilitate the commission of suicide. Therefore, the act of abatement by the person charged with the said offence must be proved and established by the prosecution before he could be convicted under Section 306 IPC. Para. In the case Mangat Ram versus State of Haryana, which again was a case of wife's unnatural death, speaking for the division bench, Justice K. Radhakrishnan rightly observed as under : we find it difficult to comprehend the reasoning of the High Court that no prudent man is to commit suicide unless abated to do so. A woman may attempt to commit suicide due to various reasons such as depression, financial difficulties, disappointment in love, tired of domestic worries, acute or chronic ailments, and so on, and need not be due to abatement. The reasoning of the High Court that no prudent man will commit suicide unless abated to do so by someone else is a perverse reasoning. Para. Proceeding with the above understanding of the law and applying the ratios to the facts in the present case, what is apparent is that no overt act or illegal omission is seen from the appellant's side in taking due care of his deceased wife. The evidence also does not indicate that the deceased faced persistent harassment from her husband. Nothing to this effect is testified by the parents or any of the other prosecution witnesses. The trial court and the high court speculated on the unnatural death and without any evidence concluded only through conjectures that the appellant is guilty of abetting the suicide of his wife Para. In such circumstances, we have no hesitation in declaring that the trial court and the high court erred in concluding that the deceased was driven to commit suicide by the circumstances or atmosphere in the matrimonial home. This is nothing more than an inference without any material support. Therefore, the same cannot be the basis for sustaining conviction of the appellant under Section 306 of the IPC. Para. In view of the foregoing, we are persuaded to conclude that the decisions under challenge cannot be legally sustained. Consequently, interfering with the impugned judgment of the High Court and the trial court, the appellant's conviction under Section 306 IPC is set aside and quashed. The appeal is accordingly allowed.